How's it going, Hail Stalkers? Happy Thursday. It's our 12 p.m. daily hail forecast here at Hail Trace. I'm back. I had a nice little day off yesterday. Ended up going up to Tulsa, seeing a concert. It was a delayed anniversary present with my girlfriend. Good times to actually not be working like crazy and spend some time with her. And we're back here now with our daily hail forecast. Not a lot going on today, but we have more down the pipeline, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Be sure to view our video on our app if you're not watching it on Facebook. You're out in the field, you're working the storms that happened the past week or so. Just click that lightning bolt in the lower right-hand corner, brings up the video, and then you want to see in full screen, rotate your screen, click on the video, and you get it in full screen. Chances are, if you're watching us on the app, you probably know how to do this already, and if you're watching on Facebook, you can keep watching on Facebook too. So you can put comments in the Facebook one. We'll get comments eventually on the app. We're working on a bunch of things all at once, so at the very least you can watch it on the app. Anyway, make sure you have your notifications set up. Go to your notification options on your desktop computer or on even on your mobile phone, just not on the app. It has to be on the website. And now the next two things I have are on the same screen now, so you can select your regions for which you like to be notified for whether or not it's a city or a state or a bunch of states, all of the whole country, even Canada and Australia. Click on those, and then you can select the methods of which you'd like to be notified as well. And this is on the same screen. I got to update my little graphic here. You can say you have push notifications, you do email, and of course you can also do it on your desktop computer, all three, combination of the two, whatever you want to have that's most convenient for you so you don't miss any of our notifications about large hail, about where we're mapping, new maps that are available, and of course these video updates every single day. Forecast for today, we have no hail expected. Absolutely nothing. Kind of quiet here. Around here we're just kind of catching up on things. It's a little bit chaotic the past week or so. So there's no hail for the next couple days. It's kind of nice for us to just kind of regroup and have the meteorologist here, go and get a good night's sleep, try to get things back to the way that we're ready to roll for the next event. And with that, I got to bring up the 5-day hail forecast that we had before, because we got to talk about what's coming up. Friday, we're not going to see anything tomorrow either, so today and tomorrow, very quiet. You guys are out chances are a lot of you guys are out working the storms that happened in the past week or so, but those of you guys who have not had any storms to work in your area, we're going to see what can come in the coming days. I have a low hail risk on Saturday. I don't have an area pointed out yet, but if you watched yesterday, Derek did make a mention here in North Texas. There's a chance, I'd say a small chance right now, of course I have a 2% chance of some storms that might form. This is going to be late Saturday, just with the warm front. There's going to be a warm front pushing north into Oklahoma, and it might fire off a couple storms. It's really hard pressed to see whether or not storms are actually going to happen, and if they do, how big the hail gets, if there even is any hail, if it's even severe, if it's just showers. So right now we're keeping that hail threat pretty low, about 2% chance, and maybe if the ping pong ball size hail tomorrow, we'll have a better idea of what to expect on Saturday. Sunday, however, it's looking like an all or nothing type day. So Sunday you could either we're going to have a dry line pretty much extending from about the Kansas-Oklahoma border and then going down through into Texas. And there's going to be a very strong cap in place. So those of you guys who don't know, a cap is literally that. It's a cap holding storms from going up in the atmosphere. So it's usually warm air. That's what we have in place for Sunday. Temperatures need to get pretty warm to break that cap, and then on top of that, there's only a very narrow area where I think storms might happen. So right now, 10% chance up to 2-inch hail with any of those storms. Again, this is far enough out that this could change dramatically, and we could see quite a few storms on Sunday. So that's why I have that chance there. We're watching and seeing how things evolve over the next couple of days. Again, just the location of where the risk is on Sunday makes us watch very carefully. It's close to I-35. A lot of you guys care about Oklahoma City and Dallas, at least in our viewer group here. So we got to keep a close eye on that. But Monday is a much better chance for storms. This extends probably from about Oklahoma City down south through the Mexico border. Storms are expected for sure to fire on Monday. Now Monday might have the opposite problem as Sunday. Sunday there might be not many storms at all or no storms at all whatsoever. Monday we might have too many storms, and that could overload all the storms, overload the atmosphere a little bit, and have more just rain than hail. So we're going to have to also watch this. That's why I only have it at 15% chance right now. I expect this to go up. I think we'll get a better idea of how many storms will actually form. And at the very least, when storms initially form, I know there will be hail with that. Up to tennis ball size is possible, at least right now. Again, we got to see how much instability we get, how isolated the storms are initially. If storms all go up at once, they'll obviously keep those hail sizes lower. But if we have some isolated storms for a little while, for just a couple of hours, we can see some pretty good hail. And again, depending on where the dry line sets up, will really determine where is most at risk. So we have a nice, big, pretty exceptional drought in western Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. And I think the models, computer models, have a hard time like picking up on where the moisture ends up setting up. So I think even though the models have the dry line in western Oklahoma, I think it's going to shift east a solid 50 miles or so. So again, it would put it closer to I-35, which makes us have to keep a very close eye on that for Monday, because that could put Oklahoma City or even Dallas at risk. But right now, this is what we're expecting for Sunday and Monday. And moving forward to even Tuesday, right now, low hail risk, mainly because we got to see what happens on Monday. If we have a lot of rain on Monday, that could wash out the risk for Tuesday. And even then, the Tuesday risk is looking a little muddled. The computer models are all over the place right now due to some large-scale upper air patterns that the models can't really seem to figure out. The American model and the European model are two completely different looking outcomes for this next week once we get past about Monday. So it's going to be really hard to kind of pinpoint until we get closer to Monday to see what's going to happen next week. Next week we could have a lot of severe weather or almost no severe weather at all. It's going to come down to which model ends up winning. The European model wants a lot of severe weather. The American model doesn't know what it wants every single run, so it's really making it a little harder on us. It's that time of year where the computer models have a really rough time in any sort of long-range capabilities. We get to that transition from winter to spring, and that always seems to cause a lot of problems for our forecasting ability. So that's what we're looking at right now for the next few days. I don't know how many guys are in the comments. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them right now. I know things are pretty quiet here, and chances are a lot of you guys are either just kind of patiently waiting for storms or you're out working. So it's fine if you're not checking in today. Let's see. Astromat, me, blame John. Want to praise Brandon for all of his hard work and help. Yeah, just a shout out to everyone here at Hail Trace. We've been working our tails off the past week or so. I mean, the past few months, but the past week especially, it's been very busy. Getting that first risk, even though we were saying, I was pretty much saying since January, second half of March, and that storm started pretty much right on the spot there. It's still everything coming all together at once. That first period of activity is always kind of rough on us. So, shout out to everyone for getting through this and doing the best we can to give you guys the best possible service. Let's see. Beautiful day here. Yeah, beautiful day across most of the country today. It's always that nice calm before the storm. The big thing with like severe weather events in March, yes, it can be active, but it's not like how it is in May where there's weather every single day. You got a big system to sweep through like the one this past weekend, and things are very quiet for a couple days as the atmosphere reloads itself. Let's see. Storm, thanks for the update. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more green pants days going. You guys expecting a pretty active April? Yes, Bear. We're expecting April to get pretty active once things are really going to start rolling in more and more. I think this overall pattern of western troughing, eastern ridging is going to be the dominant pattern for most of the spring, and that's a very active severe weather signal. Any likelihood for Southwest Missouri anytime next week? Possibly next week. Again, we're going to have to see what happens on Sunday and Monday, moving forward to Tuesday as well. I think Monday we could get severe weather pushing all the way up into Missouri, but again, it's far enough out to really pinpoint anything right now. Houston, I do not think Houston will see any severe weather between now and at least Monday. I think most of it's going to be north and west of you guys. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much all the questions we seem to have for today to have answer. If you have any further questions or you're watching this not live, you're watching after the fact, put comments in the comment section below and we'll make sure to try to go and answer them for you. And that's all we really got for you guys today. Follow our posts here on Facebook. I know most of you guys probably do, but if you're new here, first time viewing us, go click that See First button and you can see our videos every single day at the top of your newsfeed, even if you miss our notifications and any other posts that we do. Just a little note, that storm in Cullman, Alabama, I was going to mention this earlier and I forgot to put it in my show, but the National Weather Service in Huntsville went and they measured a hailstone from that Cullman, Alabama storm, and they recorded a new record. I don't know what the previous record was in Alabama, but the new record size largest hailstone from that Cullman storm, 5.25 inch hailstone. It had a circumference of about 13 inches and it weighed just under half a pound, or just over half a pound, at like 8 ounces, 8.3 ounces or something, which is incredible, huge hailstone. And I'm willing to bet there were a couple of hailstones even bigger than that. That was just the biggest one they could measure that somebody was able to grab and throw in the freezer and kind of save it until that was able to be measured. So just a note, that was an incredible storm. Again, that was our first 5-star map of the year, and deservedly so, a record breaker for the state of Alabama. And we have posts like that on our page on top of our videos, so make sure you have See First so you can see all the interesting hail stuff and any forecast updates and whatnot here on our Facebook page. And you have more questions about Hail Trace in general, here's all the information to contact us. Give us a call. You can email us, info@hailtrace.com. Go on our website. You can message us on Intercom. It's this little blue speech bubble icon in the lower right-hand corner, and you can talk with one of us in the comments section, in the chat section. So any way to reach out to us, we're happy to answer some questions. And if there's a bit of a delay, it might be because we've had a large influx of people the past few days and we're trying our best to stay on top of everything. So with that, I'm going to wrap things up for you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow at noon, as we do every day here on our Facebook and on our app and on YouTube and wherever you're watching us from. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Do those hail dances. Maybe we can get a good storm this weekend. Talk to you guys later.